Okay, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tim and we're down in Brighton Salt Pond again. We're gonna be taking a walk down to the Brighton Salt Pond, and I'm gonna be going over with a new camera here. I have the 360 camera sticking up in the air in front of me, so we're gonna test it out on some of the trails, and we get over to the rocks and see how it does over there with the 360 views. One of the things that's nice about this one is you can hold it up high and hover above your head and get a much better view of everything that's around you. So looking forward to seeing how that creates some different images for the place that we've been over lots of times, but hopefully this will give you a little different perspective on some of the surroundings. You can see in front of me going ahead is Reagan, granddaughter Reagan, walking in front of us, and then to my left here is Lindsay, and Levi, my son, he's in the back. He's taking a phone call, but he'll be with us here shortly. But while we're waiting, I'm going to just take a walk down to the beach at the end of the road here and see what's going on before we walk. We're going to be walking up this trail and going up through the bush, and that's really the easy way. It's like a 10-minute trail walk versus the hard way, which would be walking along the coast, which I've actually done that in much calmer conditions. You can see how rough the water is here. But we're not doing this method today. It's way too rough. So we'll stay down here for a few minutes until Levi gets down the road, and then we'll go up over the trail. Okay, we're walking up the concrete incline here, the driveway, and then as soon as we get up to these rocks here, we'll be going along the narrow trail up to the salt pond. Okay, we're up along the top trail. If you look to the right, you can see the beach. So we're kind of on that thin trail walking up to the upper trail. Right down here to the right is where we normally swim when we're down on the beach. Nice spot down here on the left. All right, we're at the top of the grassy hill, or meadow as I call it. Noreen gets crazy when I call it a meadow. So we're going to walk straight ahead down through this hill and through a small little trail there in the brushy trees and weeds, but it leads right down to the top of the salt pond. Let's get down there. All right, this is the only part of the trail that gets a little thick because it gets overgrown, but I promise you, there is a trail here. Doesn't look like one, but it actually is the most direct little way to get right above the salt pond here. As soon as we get another 20, 34 more feet, we'll get out of this rough patch and we'll be right above the pond. A little bit more to go. Slip another 15 feet and we're out. Volume's good with all this wind blowing against this mic. I better pull a little closer, then I'll extend it. But you can see that with the really intense wave action and storm surge, these waves are breaking right over to this pond, filling it up very nicely. So it's going to have cooler, fresher water in here. It's actually going to feel pretty good once we get down there, because it's deeper, and the water's a little bit cooler. This water can get very hot when the sun gets on it and it's not getting exchanged with fresh water. Yeah, the rough waves today are really making this very enjoyable, because see the waves breaking over this perimeter here. It's just constantly replacing some of the water with fresh, cool water. It's not stagnant, it's nice and deep, and it's fresh water constantly refilling. Do this without tripping. I'm going to try to get out to the water's edge so you can get a better view. There in that water, because those rocks, that makes for a bad day. So nice to be close to the ocean here with all these waves breaking, but you're in sort of a protected little pond to keep you from getting washed away, because the current out here, everything's rocky, and it's very, very strong current, so you don't want to be on that side of the rocks for sure. wave coming. See what it does. That will almost knock me off my feet. That was close. Okay, this is Island Time Tim checking out for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.